Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live! Woo! Devil horns, devil horns. Yeah! In the house, rocking it. We're gonna put Jeff, our news guy, on standby and talk to Chris Rollins. Hello, sir. What's up with you?
Hey, man.
Hey.
I got here just in time. I was out shooting a commercial or shooting some commercial work today.
Okay.
So got in just in time.
We'll talk to you about that here in a minute. Everybody watching, welcome those who are here for the first time. This may be a little different than the live streams that you're used to. Lots of stuff to get to today. Lots of planned show. All of this stuff here, planned show. We're not just gonna wing it. And got a Spark prize pack that's about 2.5 feet tall here to give away. This was given to us by viewer Harry Taylor. Thank you, Harry Taylor. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And we're gonna talk to Greg Kuhnert in Australia.
I love Greg.
He's awesome. He is fighting a current affair because they did a story that put drones in a bad light. Yeah, and
in Down Under they did.
Yeah, and he's winning. Yeah.
Really?
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. Lots more stuff coming up. Lots of surprises. But first, of course, it is our sponsor that we love so much. They keep the lights on. It is the Cadillac of processed meats. It's pigeon jerky, folks.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow. Yeah. And it's full of fiber to make them go.
All right.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky,
the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah. All right. Pigeon jerky. Love it. And speaking of pigeon jerky, our friend Jim Wallace, who is Mr. Graphic, he was kind of semi-retired, but then agreed to come out and make not only shirts and hats for me, but a lot of decals. And
Dude.
Yeah, and he made some pigeons.
That's awesome.
Now, this by itself, out of context, it's just a pigeon. So we're gonna work with him and maybe get him to put like pigeon jerky under here or something. And
Could you make it like, you know, those holograms, like when you see it from one angle, it does one thing. Like, so if you could have a hologram of the pigeon.
Yeah, I think that might be too fancy.
I mean, that's like my childhood throwback, but
That would be cool. But he also made a bunch of new eyes. So, you know, if you're new and you have a drone available in chocolate and vanilla, these will keep the birds away from your drone. The birds look at this and they go, oh, must be another bird. Steer clear of that. So these
those look way cooler than like you remember the Bad Boy brand?
Oh yeah.
Yours are way cooler than those.
Oh, thank you.
Guy, I may not be.
Yeah, the Bad Boy brand.
But...
Yeah, they were very angry eyes, weren't they? Thank you so much, Robert Brown, for the first super chat. Appreciate that. Very nice. Appreciate that. $10 super chat will get you the eyes or logo, available in chocolate and vanilla as well, if you want to put the logo and represent, yo. But just make sure.
I don't think you can pull that off. I'm
too old for that. You're right. I can't do stuff. What else am I too old for? I can't do.
Jump rope. Hula hooping?
Definitely jump rope. I am Wedge. Thank you so much for the next super chat of the night. Looking viewers in Wyoming that want to meet up and fly. I'll be in Rawlings area. Okay. Thank you.
That's
I
how
am
people
Wedge.
spell my name when they don't know me.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the glove.
Oh. And before we get too far away from this, Mr. Graphic also made me, and you can't really see these that well, these gigantic eyes. Look how big these are.
Oh, heck yeah. That's
You can't really see them, but they're huge.
That's awesome.
They're absolutely huge.
What are you going to put that on?
I have no idea. There's just one. There's just not. He didn't make a bunch. It's just this one.
Wisely.
Yeah. Wow, Gavin Walsh, thank you so much for $1 super chat. And tonight's guest just got past a milestone of 100,000 subscribers. Let's hear it for Kelly from Ready Set Drone. He will be on, and
that's an amazing accomplishment.
There you go. I'm gonna make myself a Ready Set Drone T-shirt and wear this in honor of him tonight because
I'm pretty sure he gave you one. I was there.
He did. I have one somewhere, but I'm not a big T-shirt guy, and that's because I don't have the body to pull it off. But there you go, right there. Ready Set Drone. So tell us very quickly as Jeff is on the standby for the news. We're gonna get to the news here in just a second. Very quickly, what were you up today? What were you up to today? What were you filming?
Well, I woke up at the crack of dawn to try to get a new YouTube video done. Didn't quite get everything I needed, but then this afternoon I was shooting some stuff for BMW. These things they call pro tips.
Oh. And
basically, it's just a time saver for them when people say, "I don't know how to put air in my tires, and the thing keeps flashing." And
so how does it go? How does a pro tip go? Are you in it?
No. I'm not in these. Thank God. No, seriously, like it's like the ones we did today was, "Hey guys, welcome back," and today we're just gonna be showing you how to reset the low washer fluid on your vehicle. You'll notice it says low washer fluid. Pop the hood.
So it's just
put it in here.
Video and a narrator, and probably some music like a. If you own a BMW, then you are high and above better than everyone else.
And yet you don't know how to put washer fluid in a vehicle. No, they actually have BMW Geniuses, kind of like Apple has Apple Genius. And so it was just one of those guys who's one of the nationally certified geniuses who decided to step by step teach you how to pop the top on your washer fluid and take the stem off of your tires to put air in them.
How much you get for something like that? I know everybody's wondering.
An hour.
Is that right?
That's what I charge. I charge $150 an hour to shoot, and then $75 an hour for editing. Is about my going rate.
Wow, I was just kidding. I wasn't really expecting an answer, but thank you. That's awesome. That's very forthcoming.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's for non-drone stuff. Drone stuff, I have different rates.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Well, we're going to talk to you a little bit more about everything that you're doing. Please go to Chris Rollins' channel and subscribe. There's a link in the description. How many subscribers do you have now, sir?
11,500-ish.
All right.
I think I've been so busy today. I have not even responded to comments or anything. My apologies to.
Well, that's okay. Maybe we can get you another 100 subscribers tonight. But in the meantime, let's get to the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Everything that you'd ever want to know about the news coming to us live from the newsroom. It's Jeff Sills. What's happening in the news?
Are you kidding me? I've been crawling through news since the last show, and it's just a mountain of stuff.
Mountain of news.
Yeah, so the News Wiki, by all means, I recommend everybody go out there. And just as a special incentive, here are some news keywords. Drones in a box, Ireland henge, sunbathing Swedish woman, whisper drones, Singapore drone swarm, the land shark, and a drone versus a Porsche.
That's all very well, and of all those, all I heard was sunbathing woman, and I did check on that, and you'll be happy to know that the woman is 74 years old. So go ahead and enjoy that. Yeah.
What was that second one you said? I'm sorry to backtrack so far.
The Ireland henge.
Okay, I'm
Ireland
putting that
henge.
on my list.
All right. Thank you, Tangerine Firebird. That's one of the best screen names ever. Tangerine Firebird. Sounds like a 80s punk band, doesn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to One Night Only.
Tangerine
Firebird. All right. And don't throw beer at us, because we'll throw it back at you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the little concert that was going on in my mind. Now back to the news.
Okay, so first we'll start with the fact that hobbyists out there need to be aware, and the FAA is putting this out as a warning, that there are companies charging fees of up to $150 for registering drones, which of course is wrong. You go to the FAA Drone Zone website, it's $5.
Yes, be warned. You know, if you put into Google drone registration, that like the first 3 or 4 will be ads, and it'll say Google's very good about putting this is an advertisement.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have to scroll down a little bit to get to the actual FAA.
Well, if it's not a .gov, also don't even bother.
Good point. Good point.
Well, and if you have friends that are thinking about getting drones, make sure you share this information with them. It'd be very beneficial. So I understand, Ken, that you have a fascination with a guy named Tesla. Not the guy that does cars, though. The original Tesla.
Well, the guy that does cars is Elon Musk, and he just uses the name Tesla, which is the same guy. And I know a little bit about Tesla. I have his name tattooed on my arm. His signature, Nikola Tesla, right here. Nice. He's tattooed on my arm there. And the reason why he's on my arm is because he, not Marfoni, he invented radio. Marconi actually used 17 of Nikola Tesla's patents to invent radio, but that's a whole other thing. We won't get into that now because it makes me mad. Well, and Thomas Edison was also a meanie to him. He didn't pay. Oh, I could go on and on. What do we got? What's going on with Tesla?
We're gonna make you happy, Ken. That's the thing, though, because you have to understand Tesla made a lot of amazing things.
Yes, and he also and here's a little fun fact: Nikola Tesla, later in his life, his best friend was a pigeon. In fact, he was in love with a pigeon. That is a fact. Google it.
He was where pigeon jerky came from.
He was in love with a pigeon. I forget the pigeon's name. That's a good trivia question. But later in life, you know, right before he.
It's very enlightening.
Yeah, he was a weirdo, but he was a genius.
Weirdo or genius or not, his third creation was a drone.
Yes.
He now gets to go down in history as being the first to create a drone.
Yep. And they actually.
What?
Oh, yes. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, here, hold on a second. I have a picture of it for you. Here, hold on, me good. If I can ever.
Photo or it didn't happen.
Photo or it didn't happen? Here is the drone, right there. Whoops, that's not it. That's not the drone.
What a very shameless plug.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it. But anyway, you saw it. This is actually. I'm having problems with my computer tonight.
So you're gonna be plugging a lot of merch accidentally?
No, I'm gonna be accidentally hitting stuff, so it'll be entertaining. But this is a replica of the drone that he made, and it's a boat. It's a boat drone.
What capacity is? Oh, okay. So basically, it's a remote-controlled boat.
Yeah. In 1898, he developed the first radio-controlled boat.
Okay, I gotcha.
Under the category of being a drone.
I gotcha. Okay. No,
it's impressive for 1898.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I was picturing a quadcopter, so I was like, wow.
Mm.
So to jump from ancient to modern, we'll cover the Intel drone show recently in Folsom. Intel is celebrating their 50th anniversary, and so this year they decided they wanted to go after the Guinness Book of World Records and beat apparently their own record of 1,500 drones.
I have video of this that I sped up by 500% because it just looks better that way. But here it is. I would love to see one of these drone fireworks shows.
That's cool,
isn't it? And they're getting.
What drones are they using?
Jeff?
It's their proprietary drones that they use for these light shows. It's specially designed just for the light shows. They used them at the Olympics.
Holy cow!
Yeah, and they're getting really good with the graphics and.
That's crazy precise.
Oh, absolutely!
Like I can see a whole continent right there. That's insane.
It's the globe, and they're flying.
It's orbiting.
It is. It's
whatever.
It's spinning. Yeah. Now keep in mind, this is sped up 500%, but it's still super impressive.
That's crazy cool.
In the news section down in the Ken videos, you will find the unsped up version if you want to see it in its entirety.
Yeah, and check out their logo here coming up. Isn't that incredible? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I love it. I want to find where one of those shows is and see it.
So we will go from brilliance to stupidity. Recently in the news, a video was leaked out by, best we can figure, a pilot who was complaining about air safety, and he provided us this wonderful video as an example of what he thought was bad.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Now he's outside of the geofenced area, but it's still, you know, there's this is, where is this? This is in French territory?
It is in the Indian Ocean. It's an island of Mauritius, I think is the way that you pronounce it. And this is one of the 2 airports that is located there. The airplane is an A380, flown by the United Emirates Emirates.
United Arab Emirates.
Emirates
yeah.
there.
I'll give you $10. You say it really fast, Jeff, and go.
United Emirates. But this particular flight leaves every day 4:30 p.m. So they knew what the flight was. They've been able to determine that the drone was a Parrot Anafi that was being flown, which does not have geofencing. And yes, if you look at the geofencing for this airport, it is too small. It is literally right on the borders of the airport. So even if you had a DJI,
Why is he
you would have been
tracking
able to
left?
fly.
Yeah, he's
He's trying to get in front of that thing.
he's trying to get closer to it.
closer,
He's
Yeah.
trying to get closer, but I mean, he's trying to be dumber with it.
And how high do you think he is there? I'm thinking he's probably 600, 700 feet up. Maybe.
No, he
He's
doesn't.
probably right around 300 or 400 in my opinion, but
Look at that.
he's got a wider angle lens, which makes it look a little bit higher. But gosh almighty,
And he's not even a good
that's
panner.
dang close.
That's just crazy.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's like zooming in and zooming out. It's like is that a feature of the drone?
I
Like,
don't
you can kind of
know. I
switch
don't think
between,
that's. I think that's maybe software afterwards. Unless, does the Parrot drone have?
It's a digital.
Oh, it does have
it
on board.
features,
Okay.
So it may have some digital zoom to it. I'd have to look it up.
Here it is.
Ask Kelly. He might know.
Here it is, sped up.
Ugh.
There's some more stupidity for you.
See, he's really wide angle lens. That's closer than because Ken, you and I fly a Phantom that's not that wide angle. That is closer than it looks.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's insanely close. That was probably less. I would guess that's less than 150 feet from the plane. That's
Estimates on most of the forums that I read think that he was roughly at about 200 feet based off calculations that they were doing. This was all over the web yesterday. There was all sorts of people posting things about it. The funniest comment of all was a gentleman who was complaining about the fact that this guy had done this, but then said, "Gee, that thing takes great pictures."
silver lining kind of guy.
Yeah. Boy, you know that knife that slit her throat. It sure had a nice, pretty handle on it.
Sure. Held a nice edge, didn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So what's
so-
next there, Jeff?
Okay, so this I found and I thought it was fascinating. There's a group of people that have developed a tricopter.
Okay.
that
Before you go any
has-
further, let me just say, I'm not impressed. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Please go on. Jeff just thinks this is the end all be all, but I think it's kind of dumb. Go on.
Okay, so this it's a tricopter, but the blades themselves actually tilt and adjust. So the drone has incredible stability and incredible control. In the video section, you will find 2 videos of this thing. But what's fascinating about it is not only the stability, but the fact that it can tilt at any angle.
Oh wow.
Yeah, isn't that
And
great?
So
Where are you going to
It's
put a
got
camera?
built-in gimbal.
Where are you going to
Yeah.
put a camera?
think about the fact that if you had this as a photographic platform, it wouldn't need a gimbal, which means it wouldn't need the additional weight, which means it would fly longer.
No, you still need a gimbal. The
Yeah, I
only
think you'd still need a gimbal.
the only practical thing for this
But-
would be in one of those Intel fireworks shows. It does seem to be maneuverable.
It's very
It's impressive.
very interesting
It's
though.
it's interesting from a technological standpoint, and that's great that they can do it. but I would have no interest in flying one at all.
Well, I'm curious if it's got several different gyroscopes in it, because it is crazy still.
You can see there it's got
which would eat up a lot of power.
it's got counterweights, those little balls on top, and they use that to balance.
I mean, even when he's pulling it laterally, it's going back pretty strong, which to me makes me think that it's got multiple gyroscopes in there.
Yeah. Now let me just before you go any further,
Idiot speculation.
let me just show you another tri-based contraption, and I'll show you an example of the technology. This is a
yeah, the Reliant Robin.
Yeah, the Reliant Robin. And that only had 3 wheels. And see how that worked out. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not real impressed with a 3-wheeled drone.
All right, fine. I personally am looking forward to seeing that technology come to the civilian market. That would be an interesting drone to fly.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it would be interesting to fly.
Jeff, there's a guy who he's got a YouTube channel. He just sciencey stuff, but he built a 2-motored drone. He wanted to try to copy a Chinook, and it tilts, and like each one can move. He's a British guy. I can't remember his name. Super smart guy, and just kind of jerry-rigging stuff. But he made that thing fly, and it was basically a stick with 2 motors on it. That thing was crazy brilliant.
It's amazing what people can do, but for practical reasons.
Oh well, Force obviously.
Yeah. So anyway, Jeff, thank you so much for the news. We appreciate it. Again, please go check out our Drone Wiki news page. This is what it looks like. There's a link in the description. There is a link in the description of the of Jeff's page. And by the way, before I let you go, Jeff.
Oh no.
We have a drone video from Jeff. Let's think about I can find it. Again, I'm working. My computer's doing little funny things here where it's going to take me a little bit longer to find stuff. But I have a video.
Do you want me to set this up for you, Ken?
I've never seen any of your stuff.
Yes,
so
please,
I'm on
please,
the edge of my seat.
Jeff, tell everyone how you crashed on a single blade of grass. Go on.
Okay, so all right. Ken was kind enough to provide for me the idea of going out to Lake Conroe to film a lighthouse out there, because I'm always trying to find stuff in the area to film. And so I go out to this lighthouse, and the only place that I can find to get anywhere near it is this park, which is a long way away.
Now you can see in the video, you'll be able to see in the video a much better vantage point, but somehow he couldn't find Google Maps and get there.
Well, and as I'm setting up the drone, there's high grass.
Yeah.
And I've done all of my adjustments. I've checked the area. I've pushed down the grass, and I'm throttling it up. And right as I throttle it up, I see this one blade of grass reach up.
Yeah, though you know how that grass, man, grass and trees, they will just dart out in front of you. Let's just go ahead and thank who is that? I can't read it with my old eyes. Hey Ken, got any Mavic eyes?
41.4.
Thank you so much for the super chat, $10 super chat. Yes, I do have Mavic eyes. If you want the eyeballs for your drone, please email me and remind me that you've done so. Otherwise, I will totally forget you. So KenHeronUpload@gmail.com is the address. Now, let's go out to Lake Conroe and watch Jeff as he bungles it on one single blade of grass. Enjoy this.
Let's just say filming the lighthouse got off to a less than auspicious start. So after being brought down by a single blade of grass, we reset the drone, put it back in the air, point ourselves toward our target, and try to build up the confidence to go across that huge amount of water.
It's a little windy.
So flying over water, sketchy winds at altitude, and a distance I am not comfortable flying my Phantom 3 at, led me to believe the lighthouse was not the best choice to fly on this trip.
Jeff, why wouldn't you go right over to that part where the other cars are?
There's a parking lot right there.
Okay, so this is the thing. That whole area is a gated community. and that whole parking area is behind
Okay.
the security fence.
And
I
who,
couldn't get there.
Jeff, who lives in that gated community? My father.
Your
Who has
father lives there?
who has the code? I could just tell you, it's 1234. It's been 1234 for
password.
years and years
Yeah,
and years.
Okay, so Ken's been kind enough, and I noticed in the comments that he provided me the code, so we will be making another trip. But while I was there, as I was very dejected, I turn around, and directly behind me was this beautiful target that I will let you guys go to the website and watch the video for. We had a blast. The owner was there. He gave us access to the ship.
Oh yeah, he
it
let
was
you inside
fantastic.
and everything. It looks really cool. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but that is a really cool thing. It's good happenstance that it was there and you were able to get in there.
Yes, sir.
Now, are those stacks
Very
real or is it like diesel or something?
Well, I mean, it is one of the few paddle wheel boats that actually uses the paddle wheels as its primary form of transportation. I don't believe that the stacks are functional.
But that's cool.
So-
It still uses the paddle.
It does not use any other means. Most of the other ones, he said, use like side engines and stuff to help maneuver it.
Cool.
So he's very, very proud of that boat.
And that's all you get. You're gonna have to go and click on the link in the description and subscribe to Mr. Jeff here. He works very hard on the news. Again, boom, there's the news. Lots of links for you to choose from in the description. And I thank you very much for
Always
being
a pleasure,
here.
sir.
All right, now I go ahead and kill Skype and you. Bye-bye. There we go. And now it's
Wow,
just
ooh,
us.
My face got really.
Got really
That's a
big.
lot of me, man. That's.
So
I need to
we're gonna be running late tonight.
Are we?
Yeah, it's gonna be a long show. You gonna be able to stick around?
as
What
long as
time
I keep
does the
my eyes
wife?
open.
What time does the wife say you can stay up and play until?
She has actually got work in the morning, so she will be asleep here probably in the next hour.
Is she there now?
Yeah.
So she can
mean,
hear.
she's-
She can hear you
No,
talking about. She can't hear me.
Yeah, yeah.
But she
No,
can
can't
hear you.
But she can hear me.
Okay, here, just
Yeah.
repeat after me. Okay, so she can
Nope.
hear. Just
Nope,
repeat
I'm gonna
after
stop
me.
you right there.
No, Ken, I can't believe you said that. My wife is awesome. You get me in trouble.
You know how that trip you and I have coming up?
Yeah, wait. We don't want to jeopardize that. For those who don't know, we're going to the Kentucky Castle. And there's a band that we're going to film, and they're actually flying you in from Texas to film this with me. So that's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
And we got the go-ahead to film the castle with the drones, and so...
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Somebody just said Chris Rollins has face.
Face?
I have a face.
You have really good
Or it's
teeth.
capital FACE. Maybe that stands for something.
Bad Check Flyer. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ken, for all the time you dedicate to teaching safe UAS flying. Speaking of which, that's a good segue into
Something.
something.
Something about.
You know, I'm going to be retesting for my Part 107
Oh, that's right.
coming up. My license expires in September, and my test is actually on August 30th at Everett Airport in
You
Union
must have
City.
been like one of the first licensed guys in the country.
I was right up there.
Well,
there.
I mean, if yours is up to be renewed, you had to have been really, really early.
Yeah, you have to renew every 2 years.
Yeah.
And so,
I think
yeah,
I still have like a year on mine.
my time is coming up. And people ask all the time, what did I use to study? And should I use anything to study? The answers are remotepilot101.com. And yes, you must use, don't just count on the information that you can find for free online.
No.
It's absolutely worth paying remotepilot101.com. I think it's a little over $100, and it's good forever. So like every 2 years, you're back in. Once you're a member, then you're there forever. And they update all the time. And if you type in Heron 18 when you sign up, you get 30% off.
Ooh.
Yeah. And Jason Shappert, who runs the thing, he will be a guest August the 9th. And I've got a little video right now from him This is actually one of the lessons, and he's really good about helping you with the test questions, specifically when they try to trick you, because the FAA will try to put in a bunch of trick questions. This is a little over 2 minutes. I'm going to let this whole thing play. RemotePilot101.com gives you great information for the test, and it's just a great place to learn little tips and tricks. And here is Jason talking about one of the trick questions that the FAA came up with for VLOS flight. So here he is.
Again, with over almost 7,000 success stories for our Remote Pilot 101 customers, and just how much success we're having, we get a lot of great feedback. And we've been seeing 2 questions that have been tripping people up. I'm talking people who are getting like 98s on the final exam, and it was this one question that tripped them up. And what you're going to realize, I know you're only in lesson 1, but what you'll realize by the end of this is the FAA are professionals at writing trick questions or vague questions that invoke some gray area. I mean, you just went through the regulations lesson. You probably have some questions, and you're seeing some gray area here. Let me read you, knowing what you just learned in the past 14 videos, knowing what you know, let me present you this question here real quick. What may be used to assist compliance with a small unmanned aircraft system, SUAS, see and avoid requirements?
What do you think? What do you think the answer to that is, Chris?
What may be used to assist compliance with the
Do you
SUAS
remember this question from last when you took it? This is an actual question from the test.
What may be used to assist compliance with the SUAS see and avoid requirements?
And I can tell you, it's a trick question.
Well, you can't use binoculars because it has to be unaided. The first-person view is not enough. Remote pilot diligence doesn't make sense. Remote pilot diligence? I don't know.
Let's continue.
Binoculars, FPV, first-person viewing camera, or remote pilot diligence. If you are like 95% of us out there, and I jumped to this conclusion because I read the question too fast. The first time I saw it, I jumped to A, binoculars. We just learned about that, right? Slow down and reread the question. Understand how binoculars can be used, right? They can assist. So we just associate seeing that assist, compliance, see and avoid. Oh, it must be binoculars. But read it again. The question says, what may be used to assist compliance with see and avoid requirements? What are see and avoid? This isn't visual line of sight. This isn't maintaining visual line of sight, a visual observer question. This is see and avoid. The definition of see and avoid is see and avoid other unmanned aircraft, see and avoid obstacles, see and avoid manned aircraft. I'm trying not to have a collision in the air is what see and avoid means. It has nothing to do with visual line of sight. So what can be used to assist in the compliance of see and avoid requirements? How about just me, the remote pilot, being diligent? As silly as it sounds, that's our answer. It's remote pilot diligence. Please be careful how they word these questions. The FAA, they are professional, test writers. if that's a position at the FAA, whoever does it is really, really good at it because they make some difficult questions. My advice to you, slow down, read the questions and read what they're asking here. Go take that quiz and I'll see you in the next lesson. See you guys.
So this is pretty much the format of RemotePilot101.com.
Okay.
And he does these lessons, and dudes, you're visual learners. It takes, for me anyway, for me to learn something, I need to see it, and then I'm also writing it down. That's the only way that I can get it to stick in my head. And he's very good with these lessons. And after each section, you take a quiz, and then at the very end, you can take a practice test.
Good.
It's very close to.
Yeah.
So
that's good. That's not the one. I used a different one, but which I loved. But that sounds fantastic.
It's very good. And again,
really
there's a
good.
link in the description. They're not paying me to tell you this. I'm just I can't convey how much easier it was for me to take the test. I tried I'll be honest with
Yeah.
you. I tried to take the test without it, with just the information that was available online, and I failed it. I got something like a 40 something. Then I went back and retook it, another $150, and then I passed it with like a 90 something after that. So Heron 18, when you're signing up, you get 30% off. And now I know we're getting behind. I wanted to thank UAV from of Texas. Thank you so much. More because Toy didn't see the first $10 and you said it's just going to be a longer show. Lol. Yeah, well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And now let's move on because we got to talk to Greg very quickly. And I mean very quickly.
Right.
He's standing by in Australia. It's getting late. And Kelly, please stand by. We're going to talk to you as well. Jingle Singers, please give us the transition.
Now it's time for the next thing that's gonna happen. And here it is.
Yeah, that's a good transition.
Wow.
I mean, I go all out for the channel, man. I got jingle singers, man.
You humble me.
I bring in the best co-host substitutes.
I phone in everything on my channel compared to you.
Dana he's out on the road with his band Diamond Rio. He plays bass for Diamond Rio. So now,
And sings.
and he
by the way.
That's
I
right.
saw those music videos.
So we're gonna bring in.
It's like backing up, rubbing shoulders with the lead guitarist. Yeah, it's good.
Greg Kuhnert from Australia. Hopefully he'll
Well,
He'll
you
answer.
said it was late. It's actually probably really early.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there he is.
G'day,
Whoa.
Ken. G'day, Chris.
Good
Hey,
day.
man.
Are you
The
saying
background.
good day just to be more Australian?
No, that's just what we say.
Just pouring it on. All right. Thanks for being on with us, mate.
Absolutely.
So very quickly, we got to talk to Kelly. Kelly just got 100,000 subscribers. It's awesome. He is the envy of all of us, and clearly,
I'm envious of all of you guys.
Congratulations, Kelly. Yeah.
yes,
awesome.
clearly, Greg's channel is called Oz by Drone. If that wasn't blazingly apparent, there's a link in the
Blaze subtle
description.
promotion.
Very subtle, man.
Yeah. So
There you go.
what do you have to share? What have you done down there? You have really irritated a show called A Current Affair. What did you do? What did you do, sir?
So, A Current Affair did a story about drones and privacy, and they're trying to tell the picture of, peeping toms and perverts looking at women in their bikinis at the beach and all of this kind of stuff. And I had a look at their footage, and the people in the footage were a lot bigger than what it really is if you're maintaining a legal distance. So what I did, I took up my Phantom and I took the cache video off the Phantom and put that in a video and showed what a person would really look like if you're maintaining a legal distance in Australia.
Okay. So you proved that they were using nefarious means to put drones in a bad light.
Absolutely. So one of two things has happened. They've either falsified the footage or possibly they may have been flying closer than is legally allowed in Australia. So I and a number of other people have made complaints to CASA. CASA are now investigating and trying to decide, what should be done. Now, A Current Affair does have a remote pilot license and a remote operator certificate, so they can fly closer than 30 meters. They could have been doing 15 meters. And in fact, I actually heard in the feedback that they were doing 15 meters. So they've got special permissions, but they're trying to make this representative of your average drone pilot.
Well, yeah, I mean, A Current Affair, that's kind of one of those tabloid shows anyway. They're trying to be alarmist. They're just trying to shake things up, get a bunch of views, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, so CASA, that's your equivalent of our FAA, is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. And so explain to me again, what are the restrictions? You've told me before about the 30 meters. So that's 30 meters from any sort of person, vehicle, boat.
They specifically cover persons, people.
Okay.
That would be hard
People
to do,
who are
man.
not with you, essentially, you can't just go fly over a bunch of strangers.
So you can fly with closer than 30 meters to yourself or someone who is directly involved in the operation of a drone. So someone who has been pre-trained or gone through a briefing as a spotter or someone else who might be working with you.
Gotcha.
Wow, that would be hard to do. Now, what's going to happen?
Where does that leave you to fly?
Yeah, that's the question,
Over
isn't
water.
I know. But I do fly over water a lot, so that's one of my things I enjoy and love doing.
So what's going to happen? What's going to happen with these people? They're going to have to make an apology, come over, rub your feet. What's going to happen with them?
So CASA in Australia are not going to tell us, the community, or anyone else what happened to a current affair. They only produce anonymised statistics. But there's also complaints being submitted to Free TV Australia and the Australian Broadcasting Authority, or whatever they're called. So that may potentially put license conditions on a current affair to make them tell the truth in future.
Okay. Well, I of course I can't play the current affair video, the story that you're fighting, that you did your story about. But what I did was, in there they had this actress, and she was like in a robe, in a bikini, and she was the one who was acting all put off. Oh no, it's a drone,
Yeah.
And that was throughout their segment. So what I did was I went through and I pulled all of those parts of just her, and I put it to a horror track. And I think you'll enjoy this. This is a current horror affair, I'm calling it. So enjoy this, Greg, and everyone else.
Okay.
Where is that pervert with the drone? Oh, I'm just trying to do my toenails here. Now I'm in my bikini. Oh, that darn drone. Get out of here. This thing won't leave her alone.
Oh my gosh.
You don't even realize how much of this they used. Like, there she is again in a robe now. Oh, we're jumping rope.
And now, of course, she's
They're
jumping
even
rope.
they're even having a look at her inside a house through the window.
Right.
Yeah, because that's how drones work.
You think she would have learned the first time she saw a drone, start pulling shades, but no.
Man, the fact that they have these angles from the other side is incredible.
Right. I guess they're going to post that on some toenail fetish site or something. But
you guys have amazing security systems in Australia.
yeah. So I just that's a bit much, and I'm glad that you did what you did, Greg. Bravo for you. Anybody that tries to give the drone community a black eye, man, that's no good.
Well, a black eye is one thing, but what about black food spread, Ken? When are you going to have some more Vegemite?
I know you wanted to do that, but it's getting late, and Greg was going to eat some Vegemite and put on a toothbrush and actually brush his teeth and do something scary and try to make me barf, but I'm not having it. I'm not having it, sir. We got to get to Kelly.
Send it to me, Greg. I'll do it.
We got to get to Kelly. So,
Okay.
all right. But
Chris.
thank you for doing that. There's a link to Greg's channel in the description. Oz by Drone is a live show that he does. When can people catch your live show?
I'm glad you asked, Ken. I've got it on the screen right now.
Oh, look at that.
11 a.m.
So if you're in Sydney, that's when it is. If you're in the States, that's when it is. You are prepared, sir. Thank you so much for being on.
Thanks for having me back, Ken.
You bet.
Good to
We'll
see you,
have you
Greg.
back on again
See you,
whenever you
Chris.
want to eat some weird Australian food. And feel free
Thanks,
to send
Ken.
those Tim Tams, man. I ate the last of the Tim Tams today. Those are good.
Next time you got to do a video of a Tim Tam slam.
I'll do it. Thanks,
I don't
man.
even know what that is.
Oh,
See you guys.
see ya. Tim Tam Slam. You know what a Tim Tam is?
Yeah, I know what the candy is. I don't know what a
These
Tim Tams.
and you can get them on Amazon. I found out today, so I'm going to be fat again.
Just sounds like something I shouldn't
Yeah,
Google.
you bite off a corner of these biscuits that are covered in chocolate, and then you use the biscuit as a straw to suck up like coffee or hot chocolate or whatever,
Oh,
and it mixes all with the
that's delicious.
I am just John. Hi, Ken. Thanks for all you do for us in the drone world. I'm a fellow Phantom 4 Pro owner as well. I was wondering if you had a chance to look over the private message I sent a couple weeks ago. Thanks, John. Yes, I did. I saw that private message, and I think you should go with blue toenail polish. Oh, wait. That was a different John. I'm sorry. Never mind.
That's us
My voice is
giving
going.
out makeup advice these days.
Yeah, my voice is going. So I need my co-host to kind of help me.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
She can't hear you.
Dang.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why did the pencil stink?
Why?
Because it was a number 2.
That was actually not bad.
That was pretty good.
Once in a while. Once in a while.
Nice little zinger there, girl.
Yeah. So, all right, let's call Kelly from Ready Set Drone. It's way past the time when we should have called him. Add him to
Poor
the.
guy. He's on the same time zone as me. It's still light outside. He's fine.
Yeah. All right. There we go. And then there we go. Like that. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest drone YouTuber ever.
Wait. What about t-t-t-t?
Ta-ta. Up.
Hey, Ken, how are you?
Look at him representing. Thank you so much for being on the. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on my little measly show on my teeny tiny channel.
Teeny tiny. Well,
Yeah.
I'm watching you actually in VR tonight in 3D.
Are
I
you
can see
really?
everything.
Are you really
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
in there?
Yeah, I can see Chris right over there. I can see all those old country albums you have in the back there. And
Oh, really?
I can see- wait a minute. You're not wearing pants.
No.
I don't recommend this.
What if I did like a Three Stooges and just went?
You can poke the bear.
Yeah.
Do you see my piranha over there?
I could see.
Oh,
yeah,
this is
sure.
gonna look great.
Watch out for piranhas.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey, who doesn't have a piranha just lying around?
You know, that's the difference between a house and a home. A home has a stuffed fish.
Yeah, by the way, now that I have you side by side, look at these guys. You can tell who's married, right? Okay? Look at these two and then look at my junk palace. It's like I'm doing a stream in a fort.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that. You know, I mean,
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Yeah, you know, lost all their hair. You know, Chris is a good-looking guy. So if you're comparing me to him, I'll take that all day long.
Hey, we're all three of us. We're just three good-looking guys just hanging out.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
That's
right.
what I miss about us being together. Did you guys remember that club we went to in Austin?
Oh yeah, with all the
yeah.
ladies and how they were all over us. Yeah, I remember that.
All that. Remember that tea that they were handing out?
Mm.
Yeah,
I remember the tea.
lemonade, French
So-
fries, all of it.
So Kelly,
Decaffeinated coffee.
a big moment for you. 100,000 subscribers. Tell us how that felt
Ollie.
as I play the video that you sent me of it actually happening.
Well, it felt fantastic. Are you playing the video now?
I'm about to play it right now.
Okay, I'm not sure
What?
what's going on here, but you can
Play it
see
because I want to hear
Yeah.
the audio here at
up,
the
up,
beginning.
up. Oh, it just went up a little bit more,
Oh,
and then
oh.
it went down. Two
Oh, that's
subscribers
the
went
worst.
away, and then one just came back. I think people are messing with me.
Oh, did you?
Seriously, I think people are
Did
messing
you cut
with
out
me.
Mel's bit?
Down, up, down, up, down, down. Now I'm at 991.
Everybody
I was
wants
at
to be
993 a few
100,000.
minutes ago.
Wait. Ken, did you
Okay,
cut out
just,
Mel's bit?
What's that?
Did you
Posted
cut
a
out Mel's
picture
bit?
of this counter
I thought that was a mistake. I thought you sent me the wrong video.
No, I wanted that in there.
Oh, sorry about that, man.
But
Dude, you don't get to 100,000 by editing a
stair
genius's
step going
videos.
Oh.
Oh.
come on, keep stepping, baby.
No, Mel said something really awesome. Mel from 400 AGL. Sorry, Mel. I thought we were going to include it, but no, that was supposed to be part of the video. Yeah, it was an awesome experience. And here's a really weird thing: is people would subscribe and then unsubscribe.
Yeah.
So it was going up and down, up and down, up and down. And here was the other weird thing, which you also cut out, is that Creator Studio actually showed 100,000 before the channel or Social Blade did. So that was kind of a weird thing.
Oh, okay.
It's something it would be interesting to look at, and you guys should take a look if you use Creator Studio. Look at Social Blade or your actual viewers' view of the channel, and then look at your own. But not sorry. The whole genius thing. No, I'm not a genius. I just got here early. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, every single person in this chat right now. You guys are awesome. You guys have made this happen, and I'm kind of speechless. It's a big milestone. I think it's something if you're serious about this and you really want to stick with YouTube, everyone should be able to achieve this if they stick with it. I know you guys will, and I know a lot of the folks in the chat will as well when they kind of start getting some momentum. The beginning is the hardest part. It's like a marathon. You start off and you're like, oh my God, I got to go 26 miles, and then all of a sudden you're at mile 10, you're at mile 20, and then you just have to kind of stick with it.
I apologize. I was editing stuff down to the last minute today, and I just saw that and I thought, oh well, he probably doesn't want that in there because you put it in Dropbox and I was supposed to edit it.
I thought it was hilarious.
Oh well, sorry.
Sorry, Mel. I promised Mel he'd be on your show tonight.
Well, let's call him. Let's call him.
He's in the chat right now.
Let's bring Mel in. Is he crying? I don't want Mel to cry. Let's add him to the call.
Strike me as a crier.
Let's add him to the call and blow up Skype. Why not? Let's just go ahead and I don't know what's his freaking name. I don't know where his. I'm not prepared for this. Well, you talk while I try to find it.
All right. Well, hey Chris, how are you?
Hey man, good to talk to you again. Twice in one day. Doing good.
Twice in one day. Chris and I talked earlier today. It is bloody hot here right now, wouldn't you say?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was outside filming all day, and literally one of my clients goes, "How much weight have you lost?" Because I was just like, I'm so dehydrated.
I mowed my grass today. That was I'd been out of town. I'd been up in upstate New York, and I hadn't mowed my grass in a while, and yeah, it's pretty ugly. But no, Ken, it's not a huge deal. I'll post that video.
No, we're gonna talk to him. We're gonna shut the show down.
He probably doesn't even remember what he said. It was just something he said on his show last night when I was watching, and I was watching my counter, and he just said something really funny, so I recorded it and put it in my video, and then Mr. Scorsese there decided to edit it out.
Well, where's Mel? Just put your thing in the thing, and I'll call you, man. Just put your thing in the thing. It's not like I got 20 million other things to do, but we can do it. We can call him. Mel is a very, very good guy, and where is he? He's a truck driver. He's something like traveling.
I have to tell you guys a quick story. So I have two videos. Well, no, one video on my channel that features Mel in it. It's when I met up with him in Round Rock, and we shot a video together. And I was sitting in my office, right here where I am, back in that chair behind me where I normally sit. I've got this whole thing set up tonight for you, Ken, because I wanted to look really good. I even got a ring light, so
it looks good. You have definitely a better set than me. I'm just a mess back here.
Well, I have to say the ring light is kind of girly, but it's pretty cool. So
it's only girly if you have a close up and you can see the ring in your reflection of your eye. That's the only time it's girly. Mel, please.
Are you Chris? If you're, well, I thought you were kind of girly already.
Mel, chat. Mel,
my wife both.
Good Lord, Mel, chat your Skype address and I'll call you. The show's not going on until we talk to Mel.
So hold on. I want to tell you this story. You just said Mel's a good guy.
Yeah.
So I am editing my video, and typically I sit right back in that recliner behind me. And my wife sits in this chair that I'm in at this desk over here, and she's doing her thing and I'm doing my thing, and I don't have headphones in, and she can hear the audio from the recording I did with Mel and I, and she's like, he sounds like a really nice guy. That was totally unscripted, unprompted comment from my wife about Mel. So 400 AGL, I have to say he did help me get a few extra subs last night. The funny thing was too, both Billy Kyle and Original Dobo and 400 AGL, they were all on last night, and I was watching them, and they all promoted me, but pretty much everybody that watched their shows was already subbed, so there wasn't a lot to choose from.
Mel is not in the chat.
Oh, Mel.
So
Mel. Well,
maybe
he's probably on the road somewhere, guys.
Yeah, okay.
That guy, he's every time I see him, he's in a new state.
Well, moving on now. Let's go ahead and move on.
By the way, how do you like the shirt? Everyone.
Thank you very much for wearing that. That's awesome.
Ooh, well, you're wearing the Ready Set Drone shirt tonight.
Yeah.
So
did you see that? I'm representing. Yeah. This is my last sticker. I found it in my car today.
I was hoping you would put it up a little higher. Maybe in the middle.
Where do you want it, man? I'll put it anywhere you want. I'll cover up my name. There you go. Right there.
So, Chris, I have to ask who that is because I don't know.
This is one of my best friends. His name's Morgan Wade.
Morgan Wade.
X Games gold medalist. He'll be competing tomorrow at 8:45 Central Time on ESPN. What that was a very weird plug that I didn't expect to do.
What's Morgan Wade's sport?
He's BMX Big Air, the big
Nice.
massive 100-foot ramp where they roll down and
Respect.
jump the Grand Canyon. Yeah, he's nuts.
Well, while
Yeah,
we're
he's-
waiting for Mel to show up, let's go ahead and show one of your other videos here. That,
Yeah,
that
which
you
one are you gonna
sent.
show?
This is this a Kelly exclusive? This isn't anywhere that you sent me the tubing one on the water.
Oh no. So actually play that because I do want to talk to that. I can tell you, and I'm only watching this. Oh, okay, I can see it right now. So, so this is a little bit shifting gears. So, for the race car driver Chris, and the RX-8 driver Ken.
That's me.
This is one of my favorite shots I ever did with my drone, and I just wanted to show it because you can see those are my kids and their friends out on a tube, and I crossed that line with it. And you just couldn't do this with anything else. When people ask you, why do you get so excited about flying drones? It's exactly this. It was this shot is the kind of stuff that just makes me just super excited about it. I mean, it just, you know what I mean? You couldn't do that with anything else. And so I just wanted to show that because I had recently looked at it and I was like, wow.
It's really, really well done. And are you on the boat or are you on the land?
No, I'm actually on the land. And
Okay.
I'm going to show you in a second the next video. So about right here is where it starts getting good. And yeah, I'm just kind of tracking sideways with them, and then I just went across their path, across the rope. I knew about how high the rope was, how high I needed to be. I was probably 100 yards from them at that point.
Wow.
Looking out at them.
That's really good. This is the Mavic.
This was the Mavic Pro, yeah.
Yeah.
This was actually last year. And then if you play the other video, so I just posted a video today. I know several people in the chat mentioned that they have, and in the comments that they've been up to the Thousand Islands. My in-laws. So this is the picnic table at my in-laws' house, and it looks out onto the St. Lawrence River. That body of land you're looking at now is Canada. That is Grenadier Island. It's not
cool.
mainland Canada. And that freighter is going through the channel that divides Canada and the U.S.
So which side is the freighter in Canada or the U.S. right now?
The freighter's in the U.S.
Cool.
Actually, so there's actually two channels. There's a Canadian channel and a U.S. channel, and one's on one side of Grenadier and one's on the other side of Grenadier. But that land that we're looking at there on the other side is Canada, and that's what you can see from their house. I took off from their picnic table in their backyard, so to speak, because they're on an island, and flew out and chased some drones. And chased some freighters. And how fun was that? It was just really cool to be able to. I did not fly over them because I felt like that would be obnoxious, but I did try to kind of keep up with them, and they go faster than you think. So, anyway,
The freighter is going pretty fast. That's a good shot right there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are almost 800 feet long. So if you can imagine, what would that be? 3 football fields, almost. So.
Yeah, when I lived in Duluth, I lived on the island there next to the world's largest aerial lift bridge, and big ships like this would go by all the time. I didn't have a drone at that time, though. Yeah,
well, I mean, it's a fairly recent occurrence, but I always liken them to being like dinosaurs, almost like I'm a caveman sitting in my house and I'm watching these dinosaurs go by because they're so big, and there are people on jet skis that will cut right in front of them and your drone go wah wah wah, look out.
And
Pretty awesome.
Before they go by too fast, Lloyd Mendenhall, thank you so much. $5 super
Lloyd.
chat. Ken Mel sent you his Skype info in chat. Okay, where is it? We're gonna find this.
The grumpy
It's
one.
right there. Do you see it? HJ Aviation. You see it? It's ME_N_0123.
Oh, that. Okay. All right.
Or maybe it's Mel K plus all that. I'm
All
not
right.
sure.
Let's find out. Why not?
Okay, let's find out.
Yeah. Nope. I don't know how to do it.
So real quick, if anybody wants to see more shots of the St. Lawrence Seaway, I did post a video this morning. It's doing pretty well, and it's video of the St. Lawrence Seaway where I spent a week. usually my in-laws are up there with us, and this year it was just my wife and kids and dog, and so it was pretty chill, which was really nice.
So I can't find Mel.
Well, that's fun. People are saying he's in the chats. Oh wait, there he is.
No, I'm looking for him in Skype.
Well, yeah.
I
no,
can't. I don't know how to do
see
it.
him in
I
the
only know how to do what I know how to do, and you can't throw me for a loop. I got this whole thing planned out. You're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out.
Well, some other time, Mel.
Why don't you just play the first part of that original video I sent you? Can you play that, or is it not in the queue?
Did you cut it out?
He snipped it.
It's gone, man.
It won't be having any babies anytime soon.
Greg, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. I need new glasses. Yes, Greg. Thank you. All right, now look, while we're having you on here, and I thank you, Mel, for everything you do. I love you. I mean it. Don't feel slighted. Let's go ahead and do the world famous "Would You Ride It?" because this one is really cool. I know everybody's been. Everybody has an opinion. I can tell you right up front that yes, I would absolutely ride this.
All right.
That's the first time I think I've heard you say
you
would ride.
Yeah, usually it's a no.
Yeah, a lot of them are no, but this one, absolutely. And I think everybody else, most of the people, I'd say 90% of the people would agree. Now, this is called, you've seen this in the news. This is the Blackfly. Silicon Valley startup called Opener has been in testing.
Very cool canopy.
Yeah, and developing what is effectively a drone that carries one person. The firm is backed by Google co-founder Larry Page.
Nice.
And they just revealed this thing last week. Opener founder and designer Marcus Lang said he hopes to have Blackfly on sale next year for the price of an SUV.
They all say that.
I know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to market by.
The vehicle uses 4 propellers on the front wing and 4 more on the back wing. The blades employ something called leading edge asynchronous propeller technology, or LEAP tech.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's developed by NASA.
Wow.
It's got a whole bunch of people that are on board, and even Uber is going, hey, you know what? This could be the first flying taxi.
Well, so Ken, I have to ask you a question. You know, the would you fly it thing, or would you ride it?
Mm-hmm.
So would you fly the prototype, or would you fly the production? Because I think the prototype is probably a lot more dangerous than the production.
Yeah, I don't
good distinction to bring up.
Don't intend on being a test pilot, but I do like the way it's designed so it lands and rocks like that, and then it takes off the same way in the opposite.
Dude, it rocks.
It does rock. I'm very impressed with this vehicle. Would you ride it, Kelly?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been in ultralight. I've been in a sailplane, with no power. I've been in lots of Cessnas and Pipers and small planes, so I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's a really cool looking thing.
That was super cool. Like how drones have gotten more and more idiot-proof, I guess, for the lack of a better word. They assist you more and more. I feel like if they can do that with these like single-person I wouldn't say aviators. That's not the right word. What am I saying?
Personal aviation devices, pads.
That works for me. If they can do that with those, I think they've actually got something, with some fail safes built in to make it to where, anybody can just be like, okay, go up, and then it can take off and like go to work. And then they can, I think
send grandmom to Kansas City. Go.
Or exactly. Like send milk home. Put your milk in there.
Well, that is the future. I mean, some form of personal transport drone will happen, and then we'll all hop on.
Here's the reason that one looks appealing: is it doesn't look like it's going to chop off your legs. All the others look like
that's true.
End up, and no disrespect to the manufacturers or anyone who has had an accident, but they all look like they would chop your legs off.
Yeah, this design.
That's not something you want.
This design looks safer.
Yeah.
Keeps the propellers out of the way.
The propellers are smaller. What I would like is one that actually is the same way, but it's in a big slingshot, and it pulls you back and then launches you into the air, and then you take over, and then you're up there.
Steve Carpenter says.
And
Chris,
you're more
from
alert.
Texas.
when you're more alert when your adrenaline's going. You know, maybe if you just kick it off, you're like,
Did you ever
you dial in.
Go to Astroworld, Chris?
Oh heck yeah.
Okay. Did you ever ride Greased Lightning?
Yeah.
So you remember the catapult that basically that thing would go from 0 to 60 or 65 in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, your eyeballs would hit the back of your skull.
Yeah. It was like you wait 2 hours in line and then you rode it and it was like 30-second ride.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I remember that one.
then you'd go to the concert. What was the name of that place? The something. Anyway.
So I don't know how to
19
work Skype. I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but the show's over an hour now, and I don't care if it takes another 2 hours. I'm going to get Mel on. So thank you. I got to thank some people before it goes too far. Steve Carpenter, 400 AGL,
Steve.
and Lloyd again. So I
goodness.
have his. So I think I have to hang up on. I think, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to hang up
on me?
on both of you. Call Mel, then I'll call you guys back because because he's not freaking Skype.
I'm offended.
He is not in my address book.
All right, Chris, we'll have a sidebar while he hangs up on us. Let's have.
Will we get disconnected or?
Yup. So there they go. All right. So now I'm going to do this. You can all watch what I'm doing if you want. Search Skype. There he is. I guess I have to add to contacts. There, go ahead. And then go ahead, Mel, and accept my thing. Waiting for Mel to accept my thing. Oh man, I'm a person who likes to plan. I don't like these wrench in the works type things, but that's okay because we want to talk to Mel and make sure that his feelings aren't hurt. He is not online. I'll just go ahead and try to call him anyway. Calling Mel. Come on, Mel. Come on, Mel, answer the phone. Live. My first 3-hour-long show. Ladies and gentlemen. Is this Mel?
Hello.
Mel! Hey, buddy!
Hello.
Oh, man, I'm sorry about Edit Gate.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was sitting back here laughing like a fool.
Yeah, like cause like you edited it. That's what I do. That's kind of what I do. So anyway, all right, let's get the guys back. Let's get the guys. How you doing? Are your feelings aren't hurt?
No.
Okay, good.
I put the crying face in the chat just to bug you.
Oh, okay. So now Skype isn't letting me call anyone but you. So I can't add anyone to the call.
What happened there?
Don't know. I'm going to hang up on you, then call them back and see what's up. Love you.
Okay. Well, Chris, I'm coming to Texas. Kelly, I'm coming to Texas.
I'll call you right back, man. We're going to figure this out. I don't care if it takes all night. I don't care. I had a whole show. We're going to give stuff away. To hell with that. We're going to get this to work. I'm sure people are like, to hell with this. I'm out. But no, we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Plan, schman. Who needs a plan? Here, how about some music? There we go. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What do you call a werewolf with a foul mouth?
Skype.
A swear wolf.
A swearwolf. That's pretty good. God, my face is all red. I'm so mad at Skype. Anyway. Oh boy. Okay,
Hello?
so there's Chris. So now we're gonna add.
Sorry, Kelly and I were having a really good conversation.
Where are you?
Really interrupted.
Sorry about
there.
that. Okay. So now we're gonna get Mel. No, we're not.
Mel? Did you not get Mel?
I got him. He was on for a second, but now Skype won't let me. Nope. It's just not gonna work. Yep. So now what? What do you want to do? It's up to you. Do you want to talk to Mel? You want to talk to? Because we can't talk to all three because Skype sucks.
Well, all I see is myself, so I could do this anytime.
Okay, cool. You are acting. This is me getting pissed off, like for real. Like happy-go-lucky Ken.
Right?
Oh, we're live. Yeah, this is happy-go-lucky Ken getting pissed off at Skype. So, Mel, I love you. I really do. But we're gonna get Kelly back. We're gonna resume the show. We're gonna resume the show.
I feel like I'm on the show. It just like all I see is my. The only thing I see is me.
Yeah. Okay. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. Jingle singers.
Sometimes we're funny, sometimes we suck.
Yes. All right,
Who
now.
did you hire for those jingles?
Oh man, they're long dead. they are long gone. Kelly, are you with us? Kelly's gone. Now Kelly's mad.
It's just an auspicious moment.
I don't know what's going on.
You kind of killed it.
I know we were really grooving until.
Oh wait. Is that him?
I don't know.
Am I the only thing that anybody said? Now I
have
see Kelly.
no idea. There he is. Okay.
Wait.
All right, we're back. We're resuming the show. Mel loves us. Everything's cool. We're moving on. We'll never get that 10 minutes of our lives back, but we're moving on, big guy. All right,
Like
now.
the Jeffersons.
Thank you, everyone. Who
It's up
sat
to you.
through all that.
It's up to Mr. 100K. What is the next story? Do you want a funny video or do you want a heartwarming story?
Oh goodness. Well, I did print out the run sheet and then I left it in my backpack. So let's go heartwarming. Let's start with that and then let's end with funny.
Okay.
How about that?
We're going to go with a heartwarming story about a young 10-year-old. Hi, Ken. This is a letter, an email that I received. My young 10-year-old son, Elliot, loves your YouTube videos and likes to try out the Phantom 4 the way you do. He asked me to send you this selfie he took, and here is the selfie. This is him. Isn't that nice?
That's awesome.
That's Elliot. It says my other car is a helicopter on his head there.
That's cool.
Yeah. And he named the drone Thunderbird 6 and hints at least 3 times a day, can I get him a good drone just like Ken's, because Ken's drone has eyes. So, Elliot, just email me your address and I will send you eyes and a bunch of other stuff. I'll put a little package together for you. He did a backwards flying video and he wanted me to send it to you. Here is a still from it. This is Elliot flying his drone. I guess that's Dad there in the bottom right. So thank you so much. What a cute kid. There he is again. I'll show this again. Look at him. He just looks so happy. That's awesome.
the name Elliot is automatically a +10 in the cuteness factor, right?
Isn't it?
It really is.
Do you know any adults named
Chris,
Elliot?
Kelly, Ken, nobody
That's not
cares.
cute.
But Elliot.
No.
Elliot.
All right, so now
Phone home.
Now the funny one. Somebody sent me a video without a lot of explanation. Just says 5 questions with my Mavic Pro. This is from Billy Swan. It's an odd little video of him interviewing his Mavic Pro, and I added the music and the audio. So
wait, I think Chris wants to interrupt.
I have a quick question. All I can see is Kelly. So I feel like I'm more on a radio broadcast.
You can only see Kelly?
That's all I got. I mean, not that you're not great.
Are you just looking at Skype?
Yeah, here's the problem. Skype. If you want, I'll explain. I'm using Wirecast. Wirecast doesn't show the whole width of the screen, but I assure you, it's going out the correct way.
Well, no. I'm following you. I've got a YouTube thing up here, but that's delayed. Anyway, I think I'm back. I think I got this here. Ha! Wait, nope.
Bye, everybody.
Go ahead.
I had a show, but
So,
that's
Chris,
all right. No, we'll just
go ahead.
Tap your heels together and say "There's no place like home" 3 times.
I'm kidding.
What if I spin?
Yeah, there you go. You need the 3D goggles. You need the 3D goggles here.
Oh,
Ken,
man, I would gladly wear them if you would send them to me.
All right, Ken, give us the is this the cute or the funny? I forgot.
This is the funny.
Okay.
But it's not as funny as Chris winding himself up in his headphone cord. But enjoy this nonetheless.
Yep. Oh no. Yeah. No. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I have to say, that would be a no. No, I don't.
Hey! That was a weird little
Wow.
video that Billy Swan sent me, and I kind of tidied it up and tried to make
Well
something
done.
of it.
Well done.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you guys a quick, relevant but boring story.
Do tell.
Years ago, I had a boat, and the boat had a light on the front. It was one of those searchlight, kind of like the cops have, that you can. And it had a remote that you could go. Zzz, 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 zzz. And whenever I would have kids on the boat, I would always ask the boat questions and say, "Are you ready to go, boat?" And I would go. Zzz, 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 zzz. And so similar thing, but well done with the drone. That's
yes. Thank you,
it
Mr.
is so
Swan.
funny. It is so funny to see I think the Mavic Pro has been the most personified drone ever. Have you ever seen the pictures of it with the arms up and it's kind of like chilling?
Yeah, the first
like
video
in
I saw,
positions?
Ed Ricker did that. He did a video where
Yeah.
it's kind of, he made it into
Like
a stick
stop
figure. He
motion.
kind of. Yeah, he was very good at that.
Was that the one where he wrote a song for the Mavic Pro?
I think so.
I got that song stuck in my head because it was like autoplay when you'd go to his channel.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
gosh! Speaking of jingles,
Well,
Speaking of jingles,
speaking of jingles, now, Kelly, what do you got coming up on your channel that everybody would be interested in?
Ooh. Well, first of all, if you didn't check out my Thousand Islands video, you should, because it's actually one of the favorite videos I did. It's 2 parts, and it's all drone stuff in the beginning, and then the last part is just GoPro stuff with my kids jumping in the water and my dog jumping in the water.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, I put this kind of like Spanish, like old siesta kind of music to it, and I don't know, it brings me to tears almost. So go check that out, number 1.
Mhm.
Number 2, Philip Urich, Ulrich. I said it
I think,
wrong
yeah.
50 times during taping. He and I actually recorded a video. You guys know Phil. He's here in Austin.
yeah.
We recorded a video together answering the question about flying at night. And so he did a lot of research. I mean, like way detailed research about whether you can fly at night if you're an amateur, and Part 107. And we go into a lot of detail about that, answer that question. And then just this morning, I actually interviewed a guy from Israel who works for a company called Percepto, and they do security, drone security. And man, those Israelis take their security seriously. This thing lands, it charges itself, it takes off, it runs missions.
Oh, that's
it's really
cool.
So I
it's like
interviewed
the
him.
Roomba of drones.
That is exactly what he said.
Yeah.
He mentioned Roomba as an example. No, that's very perceptive. So really, Raviv was the guy's name, and really cool interview. I mean, it was just it was early in the morning because he had to do it like midday for him, and so I had to get up really early. And I'm talking to a guy in Israel about drones. I'm like, man, this is really cool. So
That's
anyway,
awesome.
that's what's coming up for me, Ken.
Okay, very good. And there's a link in the description. I urge you, not that he needs it, but I urge you to subscribe to his channel. Please do. And
Please
Chris's
do.
channel.
And let me get one last plug in, if you would. It makes my daughter very happy, and she's a sweet girl. To please follow us on Instagram. That's her baby. She's helping me with that, and I am kind of I'm not doing that great in the Instagram world, so I would appreciate the love. Thank you.
Very good.
Tell Tate you said hey.
Oh, I will. Oh yeah, Chris, we got to talk about Tate. We got some. He's got some ideas. So
He
anyway.
needs to start his own channel. Sorry, I
Oh.
think that kid would do great.
By the way, a quick aside: did anybody get on Amazon Prime Day? Did you get this thing? How many people? I was going to try to.
Get that. I did get that. Roro.
Yeah, I mean that's clever, but man, they must have been just so overwhelmed. Did you buy anything on Amazon Prime Day?
Me?
I bought some light bulbs, but I didn't know there was a deal going on. I just
Yeah. Speaking of
Hey,
light,
I have a quick question, because I'll never have this sort of audience before again for this light. So currently, I have the orange gels on the ring light, on my lipstick light.
Uh-huh.
Do I look orange? Do I look too orange? Should I tone that down? What do you guys think?
you look.
A little red.
What's the color balance of those things?
Well, it's supposed to be 3200-ish, and the other ones are supposed to be daylight 5600-ish.
Yeah.
But you know, they're never. I mean, this was like a $200 light. This isn't a super expensive one either. So I'm just curious if I look orange or if I should.
I think you look. You have a rosé quality to you. You look a little peach.
Let me
yeah.
try this. How is that?
Is
that better?
That's a little bit better.
Actually see a change, but.
Oh, all right.
All right, are we going to do like the optometrist now
all right.
or
well, sorry,
now?
Sorry to bore the audience with that, but now.
But see, now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Instant feedback.
Hey guys, again, I think Ken's gonna hang up on me here because he's tired of me.
No, man.
Love you all. Thank you. I mean, seriously, this I think Chris and Ken and several people on the chat can attest to this. This is our life. This is what, you know, aside from family and aside from other stuff, we do this because we friggin' love it. And would you guys agree? And,
oh, absolutely.
To have the support of the community out there, you really do. To have the support of the community out there is such a huge, huge thing. And so I appreciate both you guys who have been very supportive, and I am so excited that we've gotten to know each other and can do more stuff. And then everyone out there in the chat right now, you guys are awesome. I mean, these are folks that really have been helping each other out, and I just, you know, I want to continue to see that. So
I totally agree. I totally agree. The drone community is the best community. I was just thinking today, you know, there's a lot of YouTube communities. You know, you got your cooking community, you got your cute kitty cat community, you got your choo-choo train.
I got my makeup channel now that I have my ring on.
Yeah, you got the makeup channel. But only the drone community can show stuff from the air. You really get to travel around the world when people put their cameras up and show you new places that you might not ever even get to visit.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked to a lot of people that are shut-ins, that are injured, that are in the hospital, that thank me all the time for showing them these different parts of the world with all the videos that people send, and when I go around the country and film things. Well, and I'm sure you get
Ken,
the same thing
you
as
were
well.
shut in the hospital at one point, right?
Yes, and I really depended on the drone community for not only to
kept your spirits up,
keep my boredom at bay, but you know, you guys really came through with GoFundMe, man. That was in my most desperate time of monetary need. That really helped. It really did, and I can't thank everybody enough. People still ask me all the time how I'm feeling. I'm getting choked up thinking about it, remembering just being in that bed, frustrated, and
well,
I have friends all over the world
now, and we've got not only the three of us, but we've got a great group of folks online, and I love that I can tune into any of these live broadcasts and see familiar faces and meet new people. It's pretty awesome, and meet people from Australia, and meet people from Israel, and meet people from Tyler, Texas. Ooh.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead right now and take a little trip. Let's take a little trip to North Dakota. Have you ever been to North Dakota?
Nope.
Well, there's a pyramid out there. Did you know that?
Nope.
It's the North Dakota pyramid.
Wait, is it a pyramid scheme?
No. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
This was sent
by. If you buy this pyramid and your friends buy the pyramid, then you're going to make a lot of money.
That's right. The more pyramids you sell, the more pyramids we give you to sell. This is from Kevin Kuntz. He says, Ken, I'm a fan of your YouTube channel. I wanted to share a quick video that I thought you might enjoy. The video is of the North Dakota Pyramid. The pyramid is an old missile defense radar facility built back in the 70s, a Cold War relic. They say that the government spent millions and they only operated it for 3 days. In any event, in my travels, I happened upon it, and the conditions were less than ideal. The wind was crazy, and there was a transmission line right by the road. But it was a P4 that captured this video, and in my opinion, given the conditions, it was pretty good, so I hope you enjoy it. Kevin Kuntz. So here it is, the North Dakota Pyramid. Enjoy this. You might have seen this on History Channel. They've done a few shows about it. Just a huge, colossal waste of money. And
it's funny that the word colossal and waste of money go so well together.
Yeah, it's true. And just to give you an idea of scale, on one side of this pyramid, you can see a doorway.
And it's like they never finished the top. They got or maybe those are antennas, but
yeah, there was
maybe those are rebar for the top.
Yeah, there was that thing is like 20 feet thick. This is a huge facility.
What was it for? I'm sorry. What?
It was
Missile defense.
Yeah, it was a radar installation. See that door? That's how big it is.
Wow.
Do you guys remember the Steve Martin song King Tut? Do-do-do, do-do-do.
Yes.
Now, when he was a young boy, I never thought he'd see
People stand in lines to see the boy King Tut.
How'd you get so funky?
Boy, you really know how to shift gears.
That's a pyramid.
Yeah,
Did you do the monkey? Come on, Ken, sing with me.
Something funky.
Ken.
Born in Arizona, moved to Babylonia.
King Tut. That's it. You are just.
I knew every word to that song. I had the 45 for it. That is one of my superpowers, is memorizing songs. I can do that, and I can also do all of Rapper's Delight. I said a hip, a hop, a hip into the hip, hip, hop. You don't stop rocking to the bang, bang, the boogie, say up, jump to the boogie, to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
I'm just watching the show now.
I can do. I can do.
Guys, I'm the new host.
NWA song.
I'm gonna go ahead and hang up on them and. Sorry. Hey, Ken, look.
Yeah. No, man. Hey, that's it. Yay. You know what? You're the 100,000 subscriber king. You do what you want, man. You're drunk with power right now.
No, I'm King Tut.
Oh, okay. You know what we need? You know what I think we need? I think we need razzmatazz. I think that's what we need.
Right.
Yeah.
Who said drone? Flint,
It just
Danley?
feels better. Feels better with razzmatazz, doesn't it?
It does.
All right, a couple things I wanted to ask people in the chat, and we're going to give this away in just mere moments. This is the Spark prize pack, and it's got
nice RL, by the way, on the 45 RPM. Yes, you are correct.
It's got a bunch of stuff that we're going to give away here in just a little bit. But in the chat, if you would be so kind, if I would like to know who is the youngest and the oldest Part 107 holder that is viewing right now. So if you think you're the youngest, I think you have to be.
I think I know who the oldest is, Ken.
Who's that?
You.
Oh yeah, that's got to be me because I'm so stinking old. Don't you have to be 16? You have to be 16 to get your Part 107, I believe. So that will be the youngest. Right. So just go ahead and put your age there.
Is this honor system?
Yeah, the honor.
Do they win something?
No,
No.
This is just for fun. And also, if you don't mind, boxers or briefs. You know, I'm a
boxer briefs.
I'm a boxer brief guy. I'm a hybrid. I do the hybrid.
What about those kind of biker short tight kind of things? The tight lycra things.
Oh, I never did that.
Oh, like compression shorts?
Well, I'm wearing those now because I'm actually going mountain biking in the morning, and so I just decided. I took a shower. It's just TMI.
Cool. We have a 16-year-old Part 107 holder,
and we got a 75-year-old.
Now, Kelly. No, you're not sharing too much. In fact, I'll tell you, there's a reason why I don't do boxers. I had an accident. We're all dudes here, right? We're all dudes. I'll try to keep it kid-friendly, but I can tell you that when I was in college, I tried boxers once, and they were too small. And in my sleep, things got rearranged, and I had to call the ambulance.
Wow.
So paramedics came to my house because I thought I was dying.
That is sharing a lot.
And dude was like,
we're really
pulling
back the curtain here, man.
Dude was like, you can go to the hospital, or I can fix you here.
I like granny panties. RL wears granny panties. Spanx.
All right, let's go ahead and.
Zone. Spanx.
I'm a girl. Young 360. I'm a girl. Lol.
Wow.
So, all right, let's go ahead and just give this Spark prize pack away.
Give it away.
Now, this is from Harry Taylor. Thank you so much, Harry. He just sent this stuff in, said, Ken, give it away. I don't need it anymore. And this is a letter from him. Hey, Ken. Nice. Hi, Harry here. Enclosed is all the Spark stuff we talked about. Most of it is bagged and in the original cases. Never used any of it. I hope that someone else can use it and put it to good use who happens to be a Spark owner. I'm sure you can find an interesting way to give it all away. Thank you, Harry Taylor. Thank you so much, Harry. Appreciate that. So I'll just show you very quickly what we have here. As I thank I Am Wedged. Thank you. Yes, Frank. How'd you get Frank's over the beans? A $2 super chat. Thank you so much. So got a case here. This is a DJI foam case. I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger so you can see.
There we go.
Put your Spark in there. It says DJI on it. So we got that.
Lovely.
This is cool. This is a multi-battery charger. I think you can charge up to 4 batteries.
Oh,
Spark
that's
versions.
nice.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Wait, for the Spark?
For
Four
the Spark.
batteries on the
Yeah,
Spark?
for the Spark.
That's the one I've not been able to find, is a multi-battery charger for the Spark. So that's pretty cool.
Right here from RC Geek.
Nice.
And then the next thing is a DJI hood for your controller. Lloyd, thank you so much. $3.99. Appreciate it. You've lost control of the show. Yeah, it kind of feels like that. But that's all right. Hey, that's why you go to NASCAR, for the crashes, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So what do you mean crashes? Has this not been the most entertaining show ever? I think this has actually been your best.
It's been the
51st
It's
is
been the
best.
best one ever. Any show you're on is the best.
Oh wow! Now he's just sucking up.
No. So this is a hermit shell case for all of the stuff, and it's got even more stuff in here. Check this out. This is awesome. Harry is really nice. Appreciate it. Somebody's gonna win all this stuff. First, it's a case. Oh no, wait, that's you. That's not me. Here's me. And then it's got a tablet, holder for the controller, and then it's got a bunch of extra propellers, and a thingamahoozer, and a what's a futzits over here. You got the what's a futzits, and then you got the signal booster thingamahoozers.
Oh.
And
wait, that's all for the
they're fine. They're fine. And
fell into his boxers.
And finally, we got another case here, and inside it just opens up. You can put more stuff in here. And oh, what's this?
What?
Did you mean to put this in here, Harry? What? One, two.
Well, at least it wasn't a baggie.
Well, I'm
got
gonna
my address.
I'm gonna be keeping that. Harry's like, did I put? No, I put that in there. I'm being funny. So, all right, let's go ahead and give this stuff away. A big pile of Spark stuff. And how are we gonna do it? It's very simple. I'm gonna do that right now. With a simple question. First person to chat the answer will win. And Chris, you're gonna be watching out for the answer. Kelly, okay. I don't think I told you the answer. But here's the question. What is the title of the video with the most views on Chris Rowland's channel?
Oh, boxers or briefs? First
person to correctly answer this, and it can't be like, it's got to be the full title, including the hyphen. I'll tell you, there is a hyphen in it. It's got to include the hyphen. And now, here is Kelly.
Do you know the answer to that, Chris?
Yes, but I don't know how it's spelled, so I'm going to run over and check real quick to make sure I know how I titled it. Exactly.
And now, while we're watching for the answer, here is Kelly with a joke.
Oh, okay.
Floor is yours.
So,
yeah.
How many, what is the ideal number of drones that you should own?
I don't know. How many?
N+1, where N equals how many you own now.
Okay. And have you been drinking wine tonight? Have you had a little bit of the...
That's hilarious.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I am just so excited about 100,000 subscribers. But I am gonna tell you something that you guys were talking about earlier that I forgot to mention. So you talked about Tesla, Nikola Tesla.
Did
right?
somebody hold on? Did somebody get it?
Guys.
We got a winner. Okay, we got a winner.
Yes.
And the winner is
James Ponte.
James Ponte, and the correct answer.
It's gone faster than I can read it.
That's okay. I will double check on this. And
okay.
Of course, there is.
I'm announce it necessarily.
Yeah, there is the answer right there. And yep. So that's great. 271,000 views.
That was actually the video I saw when I first thought I should reach out to Chris. I'm serious. I was like, I need to talk to this guy. He's freaking crazy.
So I'm sorry to interrupt. What were you saying there, Kelly?
Oh, Oh, Ken, you were talking about Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
So I read this book, which I only do when I travel, and by read a book, I mean I listen to the audiobook. It's called The Last Days of Night. Have you heard about this book?
Mm-mm.
Why don't we start a Ken Heron TNL book club? And The Last Days of Night is about Tesla, Westinghouse, and who was the other guy you mentioned? The big
Edison.
inventor?
Edison.
Yeah. About the fight between the three of them.
Oh boy.
It's historical fiction, and it's written from the perspective of Westinghouse's lawyer, who kind of brokered negotiations between all of them. But it goes into like the psyche of Tesla. You were talking about him falling in love with a pigeon.
That's true.
I mean, it goes into a lot of really cool stuff. And it's fiction, but it's all based on real facts.
Yeah, I'm fascinated with that whole drama and where the evolution of the light bulb and all this technology that's coming around, and I watch every History Channel segment on it. But no, that sounds like a fascinating thing.
The book is called The Last Days of Night. If anybody in the audience has read it, and you think about it, it's when electricity, and it was also about the fight between AC and DC.
Yes, and there's a very sad story on how Edison tried to demonstrate how dangerous.
Animals. That's in the book about how they zapped animals with it. Yeah,
that's horrible.
So,
horrible.
Anyway, there you go.
That's great.
Back to Tesla. Where's your Tesla tattoo? Can we see it?
Oh yeah. It's right here on my arm. It's his signature. It's a signature.
Wait.
Right
I see VU meters.
Hold on. I get it closer.
Oh, you are wearing pants.
It'll
now.
be
Good.
upside down, but there it is.
Such a relief.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, it's a cool book. I mean, if you like historical fiction and if you like nerdy invention stuff, then there you go. Nice shirt.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going on 3 hours of the show. Thanks everybody for sticking around. I really appreciate that. There's a couple more things that I wanted to get to. Let me see if I can remember what I was doing. We still have the viewer video of the week, and there was a guy crashed into a lighthouse. You want to see that?
Ooh. Wait. Didn't we see a lighthouse earlier? It's not the same video, is it?
No?
Poor Jeff.
Oh yeah. No, this is another lighthouse. This is from Tim. He writes, I did everything I was supposed to do. Flying on a low battery and not having the best line of sight angle, I crashed and landed on this lighthouse. It stayed up there all night, by the way, and then it rained on top of that. I had to make sure I was first in line for the tour the next day to retrieve it. So it stayed up there all day. This is like a tourist attraction. The lighthouse folks were very gracious. Thank goodness for DJI Refresh. Take care. That's from Tim. So let's watch Tim as he crashes into this lighthouse.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. And there's no sound, but I can...
So by do everything he's supposed to do, he meant except for fly too close to it and crash into it.
Get a little closer, Timmy.
I'll add a little bit of the thing.
Oh, what? He was fine, and then all of a sudden, damn.
Yeah, it got sucked into it, didn't it?
Wow. Oh, that's the lighthouse tractor beam. I've heard of that.
Yeah. Andy Harlan. Thank you so much. Still watching, still entertained. Oh, good. Are you not entertained?
Actually, Ken, we're at 306 right now. That's the highest it's been all. Oh, 305. Somebody just dropped off.
Well,
that's the highest it's been all night.
That's because of you. You're the draw. Or is it?
I really think it's the chemistry between two old guys and a young handsome dude and who doesn't talk much.
I'm just kind of sitting back enjoying the show myself.
Chris, you're just the arm candy here.
Yeah, arm
please
candy.
Don't say that.
It must be our combined machismo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I wanted to mention something here very quickly, and I'm sure you get the same thing. There's people message you, both you guys, asking questions that can be answered by the description.
Yeah.
Right? Like I put a whole bunch of information in the description, and yet people seem to ask questions that can be answered in the description. Do you get that a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Every one of my videos has a link to my T-shirts, and I constantly get, where can I get a T-shirt?
Yeah, and It is kind of frustrating, but just in case you don't know how to get to the description, I made a little video here. This is where the description is. It's right here. We're under the show more. Some people may be new to YouTube, and so all the questions like what program I use, where you can get the music.
How about that?
So
Wow.
that's
I
all in
didn't
there.
know you could do that fancy stuff.
Yeah. And then also, if you wanted to watch every single one of my videos, one after the other, I have a playlist
Great.
called Binge Watch All Videos. And
You have 544 videos?
yes.
So Ken,
And then
is
you
this
can go to-
AOL? What are we looking at?
And
here?
then you can go to the next one. If you don't like that, you can go to the next one. If you don't like that, you can go to the next one, and on and on and on.
Wow.
I
Does
encourage.
does each click through count as a view?
Yes.
30 seconds.
So I
30
encourage
seconds.
everyone to
We should. You should
just
you should
continue
play-
talking while I'm talking. What?
You should totally play the collaboration one with the giant bubble the giant balloon that I crashed my. Spark.
Oh yes. Oh, the trash bag thing.
Yeah.
What they call that? A solar kite.
Yes.
And that was
that's one for the archives.
yeah. That was the day that I was in Texas, and
No, that's the day I was in Tennessee.
oh, you were in Tennessee. That's right. And that was the first time we met.
You got this so
Yeah.
sorted out, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good video. Thank you so much to another super chat. Just a couple of bucks to say thanks for the awesome channel. Got to my
By the
Spark
way,
last
did you
week.
catch that $50 super chat that was up there a minute ago?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Did I miss a $50?
I can't see you guys.
Are
so
you
I'm
kidding?
watching my YouTube feed on the phone.
Oh my gosh.
That's why my reactions are a little behind.
Oh, okay. Young 360. That's HK. I don't know what denomination that is. But gotta go to work now. Hello from Hong Kong. Love your work. I am such a beginner at 360. Yeah, thanks for the reminder of that. So the show's been going on and on for a while. I'm just going to try to wrap things up before we get to the viewer video of the week. Is there anything else that you guys would like to share before we put this thing to bed?
YouTube.com/Chris Rollins. I'll share that with you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
That's all I got. I share my things there.
Okay.
Was that subtle or was that coming off a little pushy?
No.
Nope, Chris, you're not pushy.
There is, of
That-
course, links in the description to both of these guys. I'm going to go ahead and play one more video from our buddy Jerry Calverley. He's a teacher of a class in Texas. He's got a drone group.
Yeah.
Of course, they're all on vacation now. Kelly, you know them very well.
Yep. Mesquite, Texas.
Mesquite, yep. And so Jerry did a video at a lake where he's flying backwards. And so I just wanted to share that. Why not? Here he is, Jerry flying backwards. Very
through the trees.
Yep.
Okay.
So far so good.
Very smooth.
That was good.
Oh. Dang.
Of course, a la Matthias Allring, the Swedish master reverse pilot. I can't.
So is that just all line of sight? I mean, is that just him,
Yeah, that's
making
it.
sure he isn't
That's it.
line of sight? Wow.
I can't do the backwards flying thing. I can't bring myself to do it. Have you guys tried that at all?
I do it all the time, but I wouldn't
Like
do much
stunt?
of anything, recommend anything that I do.
But like I'm talking like on purpose through trees and little targets and stuff. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could always fly it forward and then just reverse the foot.
That's what people say, but it doesn't look the same.
And then walk.
Yeah, and then just try to look like and you move your mouse and put your lipstick on reverse, where it comes off.
Interesting.
It just doesn't look the same. All right, now the viewer.
I can't do what you do, Kelly. You just do it so well.
And same to you guys.
The viewer video of the week is pretty good, and it's from Steve D. It says, "Hello, Ken. I thought you may like to watch this old video I made last year with my then new Mavic Pro. It shows off some of England's finest landscape near Lancaster. Hope you get time to watch it. This is why I fly a drone." And this is him flying around the English mist. And there's something in here that you'll notice happens. And I get this sometimes too. There's a lens flare. Have you guys noticed this when the sun is behind you? Whether it be on the ground, there's something with the drone. It's particularly with a Phantom.
Where the shadow of the drone is, it doesn't know. It's like it's a bright ring.
Yes, it's a ring.
GoPros do it too. I don't know why.
Yeah, it doesn't know how to reconcile that for some reason. I thought it might be with the fisheye something, but it has to be something with the sensor that can't.
Every drone I've ever had does that, and I don't know why.
That is a interesting question. Maybe we can get to the bottom of that.
Maybe?
Somebody watching might know. If you do know, please email me at this address and explain why that happens. All right. Well, the viewer video of the week is from Steve D. Enjoy. This is beautiful stuff. Beautiful footage.
Crack open an English mist.
See that little circle?
Mm.
It's kind of frustrating. Still
that
beautiful.
May just be moisture in the air.
Yeah, because it's not moving with the camera, so it could be like a little.
I think that's just moisture with the way the sun's hitting that.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
more like a rainbow effect or something.
Dang, that's pretty.
Yeah. See, this is the kind of stuff where you have to get up at the right time and be patient, but it's worth it when it works out like this.
I love that dropping through the cloud cover. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to see some hobbits or something. Look, it's Frodo.
I love people who are patient, like people who are patient with their flying, and instead of hurrying, they really set up a cinematic shot like that.
Yes. It does pay off.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's hard because you want to just get over to that next spot, but my gosh, that's beautiful.
And you should watch for and see if you can see any of the draft from the props, like pushing the mist. You know, I'm looking to see if there's any place where it pushes away.
Well, there you go. That is from Steve D. Thank you so much. That was really good stuff. Much appreciated. Well,
that's awesome.
Tangerine favorite. I feel so centered. That's fun.
Yeah, we should all do a pose or something. You know, like a heron pose.
Is that the heron pose?
No, I think this is the heron pose.
Are we inventing a heron pose?
Holding the camera.
Okay. Kelly has been drinking for real, like for sure. There's no doubt about it.
Man, told me to turn it up tonight. I turned it up, and all you do is complain.
I'm not complaining. You turn it up to 11, mate. You do what you do, brother.
Sit here like a lump on a log, and
that's right.
And
I thought at first,
not say a thing.
I thought you was taking a piss. I was like, "What are you doing, mate?" You know, sometimes I throw that on. I throw that on like in a convenience store. I know people in the UK are like, that doesn't sound anything like us, but you do it in a convenience store.
Like the Australian, dude.
You do it in a convenience store in the South. Women will hand you their phone number.
Ooh.
Fact.
I met a guy from Australia. He was actually a skydiver, professional skydive instructor, Australian guy, and he told me that having an Australian accent was like having a cheat code with girls.
Yes, it's true for some reason.
American girls, yeah.
And is it just the Australian accent, or is it just any European?
I don't think most people know the difference between Australian, English, South
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I threw on a Scottish accent once in a McDonald's drive-thru and got a number on a bun. That was when I didn't have gray hair, so I don't know if I still have game. My game's gone.
Pickles.
Yeah, my game's gone. So no, and I'm not going to recreate the accent. Tony.
All right. Well, I will tell you, I know a really great Scottish dirty joke, which I won't tell on the show, but if whoever I meet in person asks me to tell him my Scottish dirty joke, and I'll tell you.
Does it have to do with a kilt?
No.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Now I'm intrigued. Email Kelly if you want to hear the joke.
Yeah, because it's great over email.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Tony Clevenger, thank you so much. No, it's not too late. It should be. We should be way done by now. But it's been an extra special
this
night.
One guy just keeps going yak, 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 yak.
Kelly,
yak.
thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on and to celebrate your 100,000 subscriber thing. Now,
Congratulations.
Now, how does that work? When you get the you get a silver play button, don't you?
I was telling Chris during the break when you hung up on both of us that I did get a YouTube liaison, and she is kind of my person to talk to. I haven't done anything about the silver play button. I don't know what's up with that. I'll wait and see if I'm contacted. But once I get it, maybe you'll have me back on the show, and I could have it back on the wall back there somewhere and gloat the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. And hang out, get special lighting and all that.
Yeah, like right there.
Wait. Did I just notice something? Is this backwards?
The shirt? No.
Yeah.
It's not on my screen.
Okay, looks
No.
right.
Is it backwards
How
to
much
you?
did
Oh,
you
no, now
drink?
it's
No kidding, Chris. Hey, is this backwards? Hey.
No, that's what's really weird. I told you I did this guy interview with this guy in Israel today, and his T-shirt was reversed. He was on.
If it's on a phone, very often the phone will reverse it, and sometimes beer will reverse it too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Whatever it is.
appreciate you being on the show tonight. 100,000 subscribers. Woo! 100,000. I tell you what, nobody has got more subscribers than. Whoa!
You see what I put up with, folks. Ken is not an easy man to love, but I do it anyway.
Ah, thanks. And now for our big bye-bye outro.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Yeah! Awesome. Thanks again. Let's see the back of that shirt, Kelly. Thank you, sir. Everybody chatted up in the last little 5-minute outro. And subscribe to these guys. Until next time, bye. And now's the awkward time where I kill that, and then I take us out, and then
we sit here and speculate if our audio is off.
speculate.
Razzmatazz.
Oh, got to kill the razzmatazz, and then that, and now it's nothing. It's nothing but the blackness of the screen. And then we bring this back, boink, and then we bring that back. No, we don't do that. No, that's not the one. This is the one. That we do that one, and then we do we give him that, and that's when we say, "Buh."
Adios. And bye.
And bye.
enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, the killer can process meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, a killer can process meat. Yeah. That was so funny.